All right, that is Rainbow right here on your Classic Metal Show. That is the Gates of Babylon. A double shot of Rainbow for those of you that need fucking cheeseball radio talk. But it is me, it's Chris Aiken, and it is the mighty Adam Drake here on the Classic Metal Show tonight. No Neely, although Neely is texting me. He's been texting me videos from the Dokken show because there's never enough Dokken on the Classic Metal Show. But you know what, dude? We've given the guys something to listen to with all the Snatch Chat.
That's the app we need to develop, actually.
Snatch Chat?
You and I both work in the web field.
Yeah.
We need to develop an app called Snatch Chat. Just be done with it. Just copyright the name and then let all the troll patents.
Be good.
Yeah.
Maybe sell Snatch Chat to Tinder.
That'd be great.
We could just make it to where...
Let them differentiate. Be like, are you looking for something serious or are you just trying to get fucked tonight?
Maybe it could be like a chat room, and much like Tinder where you
much like
this
show, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Much like Tinder, though, where you would swipe left or right, you could have this big chat going with like hundreds of people in the chat, and then you can swipe left or right and then join the chat of which one you liked. So you would have like a core chat with like the picture, but then you could swipe them left or right to get rid of the riffraff.
Okay, let's make it as basic as possible. Do we know anyone who understands image recognition software?
Oh yeah, my brother who does ATMs and check.
So
thing.
So if the profile picture of every user is just their junk, women and men.
Talking.
Seriously, okay, so you just look at thumbnails of pussy, 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 nasty, nasty. Good, I'd fuck it. Great. That'd be great. Wouldn't it be great to pair people up based on, I like his dick. Her pussy looks nice. Let's fucking hook up.
Yeah, but the problem with that would be...
You don't even know anything about the rest of them. You just know that pussy looks good and this cock looks good, so let's put them together.
That's the problem, though. Because then you get there and it's like fucking... It's definitely not Rose from the Titanic. It's somebody else.
But it's exactly what we were talking about just last night, where you don't give a shit what's attached to it.
Well, no, for me it would be great, but I'm a fucking dirty fuck, you know.
Well, if you're just looking to get your dick wet,
but most people aren't that way. Most people do not have it in them to just bang anything. They don't.
Well, I don't.
It would be an unsuccessful app.
Well, I want
to make a successful app.
No, I think the privacy of it, because I guarantee you, look. I'm different from you, okay?
Yeah.
If I have to look at the entire human being, then I have to start judging things. But if I can just look at your twat and think that your twat is fucking worth having sex with, if that's the only criteria.
But then she shows up.
There could be a dumpster fire around it, but I've already seen your pussy. And then I think, you know what? I'm just going to ignore the rest of you because the one thing I've seen is worth it.
Dude. So you see this beautiful fucking pussy.
Yeah.
And you swipe, come on over. And she shows up and it's Rosie O'Donnell attached to that fucking pussy. Then what? You're going to fuck it anyway?
You soldier through.
Now you're turning into me.
If you agree to that. That's what we're talking about. We were talking about, okay, Tinder is for fucking, Match is for relationships, right?
Well, this certainly
so Snatch Chat is exclusively for fucking.
Right.
If you're like, here's the thing that I use to fuck. Do you like it? And if the thumbnail back is, this is the thing that gets fucked, do you want to fuck it?
Dude.
If it's an agreement, then that's it. It doesn't matter what's wrapped around it. The human being around the fucking parts doesn't matter.
Let me tell you why this wouldn't work. Because my sick fucking mind is already taking this fucking concept and thinking of the ridiculous gaping shots that are going to get thrown out there.
Exactly. Exactly. You can have all kinds of like wicked filters on there, like blue waffle, check or not check.
And just fucking imagery of a pussy around a fist. You know?
You could have diameter filters. You could have...
Diameter filters!
Roast beef, yes or no?
Oh, yum. Yum. We'll call it the Snatch Chat Arby's filter.
Right?
God damn it.
We could totally expand this, too. We could have, like, premium members, okay? Like, right. What is the dating site? There's a dating site for gold diggers. I forget what it's called.
Probably just golddiggers.com or something.
It might be something stupid like that. But literally, like, as a man, you have to submit your tax returns to verify your income.
This site, yeah.
So you verify your same thing. Like, you could have like members on Snapchat that could be somehow officially measured. So if you want to filter by diameter or length,
you have to you got to use your Obamacare to get a proper measurement.
Right. How great would that be? Be like, yeah, I am certifiably 9 inches and 3 3/4 around. What's up, ladies?
How come I'm not getting any clicks? Because I'm in the 4-inch category.
Right.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That would be brutal.
I like a little penis, said no woman ever.
Yeah. Well, that's when, but you know what? That could start our new app, foreandunder.com.
Oh, damn.
Foreandunder.com.
Would that be midget fucking?
No, not 4 feet, 4 inches.
Oh.
We start the small cock one. See, look, you're thinking about
both. That's both, actually.
You're thinking about I'm thinking about making money.
I just had a thought. Do you think do midgets have smaller vaginas?
Small? No.
So it's a full-size vagina wrapped around a 3/4 size person?
That's what it looks like in porn.
Oh.
In porn, and even the guys. You see these guys, and they look like they've got this huge cock, but it's really like about a 5-inch cock because they have like a normal size cock, but they're 3'6". You know, so it looks like a fucking.
It's all matter. Yeah, it's all relative. Yeah.
You know, it looks kind of odd. You never watch any midget porn?
No, I've never watched midget porn. I watch midget wrestling.
I like some midget porn every now and again. I'm a sick fuck.
You are.
I know it. I know it. I am the guy, these fucking sick bastards in this chat room, and now I'm going to challenge them, and believe me, watch. It will happen here within a minute. Give me some animal porn, guys. Just put it in the chat room. Some girls fucking animals. I don't care what animal, but not human. And go. Now, in about 2 minutes, you're going to start seeing animal porn in here.
This is the great thing about the internet being as old as it is.
Yeah.
I remember the rhythm guitar player from one of my brother's former bands, and I won't name names, so you don't know specifically, but you probably have an idea who it is, gave us a CD-ROM.
Okay.
So you already get the sense of how long ago this was.
All right.
Of porn. And it wasn't normal porn, it was fucked up porn.
All right.
Like, in this case, it was a horse fucking a woman.
Right.
And she literally, like, it tried to finish in her mouth.
Oh.
And she got blasted back against the barn door. Like, it was a fire hose. It was fucking ridiculous. I'm like, who gets fucked by a horse and then says, I'm going to blow this horse until he climaxes, and then I'm going to take it in the face? Who takes a facial from a horse?
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Well, yes, but I've never taken a facial from a horse.
No, but I mean, you never went to any of those crazy donkey shows or any of that shit?
No, I've seen Clerks 2. No.
Yeah, I saw a donkey show.
Really?
It's really fucked. I saw it in Korea, but yeah. It's really fucked up.
Okay. Describe to me what the woman looks like who decides she's going to fuck a donkey.
Not good. She's not good. But you know what?
So how is that? Okay, it's entertaining as a dumpster fire of an event, but
it's so absurd that you watch it.
Okay, but tell me it doesn't turn you on. Please tell me it doesn't turn you on.
No, it did not.
Okay.
It was the absurdity of it that was fun.
Yeah, I'll watch it for the spectacle, but
it was, and that's really what it was. Dude, everything in Korea.
The minute I feel my dick twitch over that, I know I need to check myself into a self-help center.
Dude, one of the stories I'm writing in the new book is about a little, I'll call it a strip, for lack of a better term. But it was about 1.5 miles, 2 miles long, called Miatis. And in Miatis, you would walk down, and there was windows on both sides of the street. And in each window was like 10 to 15 chicks just sitting there. And you would go in a pack. You'd go like 10 guys, and you'd go into Miatis. And you'd pick a chick, and they would take you in the back, and they'd feed you some apples. Whatever it is, fucking apples. Apples and beer. And then after like 15, 20 minutes, they would start getting naked one at a time and doing a sex show on top of a little table while you sat around. And it was always like cock Russian roulette, because what would end up happening was eventually you're going to bang these chicks. And it was cheap as fuck. It was like $10, for a show, and then you could fuck the chicks, or $20 for the whole night. It was fucking, all right. It was fantastic.
I'd fuck a skank for $10.
But the problem was you were doing Russian roulette because you didn't know what they were going to do ahead of fucking you. So one girl's show might be sticking a candle up her pussy and breaking it into 4 pieces. Another girl's might be fucking making change with a roll of quarters, walking around the room or waddling around the room going, how many quarters you want? 3? And she go ching, ching, ching with her puss. Another might be fucking pulling so hard with her muscles that she could make cigarettes turn red. Tape 3 cigarettes together and stick them in her snatch and then pull and fucking make the cigarettes turn red. And the brutal part was you'd be watching this show thinking, oh my God, the girl that I chose to fuck is the candle breaker. You'd be like, oh no, I don't want to stick my dick in there.
I was waiting for you to say that one of them was the donkey show.
No, we didn't.
I'm not getting the donkey sloppy seconds.
No. No, but this was just as bad. I mean, it's one thing to see the spectacle. It's another thing to fuck the spectacle.
I say you're in the show.
Yeah, and where it's like, okay, I just watched this girl open a beer bottle by sticking a fucking beer in her pussy and twisting her fucking legs and then spitting the bottle and the cap out of her puss. And I was like, man, I'm going to fuck that in a minute? Ugh. It was...
That's a cradle of civilization right there. There is life being created. And not human life.
No, Korea was a whole... Wait till you read this book.
Do you have a title for the book, by the way?
I do. The title of the book is at least the tentative title, and I don't think it's going to change, is Nimi Shimi Pekpojida and Other Things I'm Not Supposed to Say. Now, Nimi Shimi Pekpojida means your mother has a bald pussy, and it is the worst insult that there is for Koreans, because when Korea got invaded by Japan... Mm-hmm. The way they marked the women was they stripped them down and shaved their pussies. And that's how they marked them, as fucking dirty slave bitches. And they kept them shaved. So I used to roll around downtown with and when I'd get all drunk, I would just start fights by looking at a cab driver and I'd be like, hey, how does she? Nimi Shimi Pekpoji Da. And they would want to, it's an instant fight.
Oh shit!
And that was me when I was 19 years old. Was like, Nimi Pekpoji Da she, boom, hit someone, knock their fucking teeth out or whatever. So I thought that's.
So wait, you picked the fight and threw the first punch?
Of course I did. That was me. I was an asshole.
You can't do both. Okay, if you're gonna pick a fight, you got to wait for the punch to be thrown, then retaliate.
No, you don't. That's how you lose. You just get them mad and hit them. But again, I was 19. I was not 48. I was 19 years old. But that is the tentative name of the book, is Nimi Shimi Pekpoji Da, written in Korean, and other things, because I can't really use... If I write it in American, I might get it banned. Because
of what it translates to.
But if I put it in Korean, it's doubtful that Amazon's going to check. So I'm gonna write it in Korean, and then and other things I should not say.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun title.
I like it too. I really do. You inadvertently sent me a chapter of it on Dropbox.
Oh yeah, did you? What was it about?
Well, it's about pretty much the whole book. I mean, the topic was about Korean hookers,
right?
Basically, but. I mean, it's fun as fuck because of the topic, but yeah, I mean, it's a much okay. I've read your 2 previous books,
sure,
and those are so personal,
right?
Like to your specific life,
right?
That they're entertaining, but they're kind of hard to read,
Sure,
because I mean, on the show alone,
Yeah.
like you get a sense of who you are.
Right.
But you start talking about like, yeah, I'm a GI in Korea, and this is the weird shit that I got up to. Yeah. It's generic enough that it's easier to read, you know?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to picture Chris Aiken doing this. You just picture any American soldier over there,
right,
in this time period.
Right. Exactly.
And probably still to this day too.
Less to this day, because I know I go on YouTube a lot and I look up my haunts that I used to go to, and they're much more developed than they were then. Obviously, it was 1987 to 2017, so it's 30 years ago. But you know, I still and I'll challenge anybody that wants to Google it. You know, if you Google Hooker Hill, which was my stomping grounds. The places that I used to hang out were Hooker Hill and Fish Alley, which are in a town called Itaewon.
I love those names.
It was great. Well, and they were exactly what you thought. When you walked up Fish Alley, both sides of the road were nothing but dead fish. Like they caught fish every day, and they laid them out.
Oh, I thought it was a slang term.
No, it was literally Fish Alley, and it stunk like a motherfucker, especially in the summer. When you go walking up and you got fucking 4,000 pounds of dead fish on a street, and it's literally fish and dead pigs' heads, because they sell pigs' heads and they cut the skin and shit off the face for fucking soup and shit.
Yeah, hog jowls. Yeah.
And but you can walk up, you can literally walk up, grab yourself a 10-pound fish and a fucking pig head, and give Adashi 5,000 won, and you're out.
Or just walk another 500 feet and the smell's the same, but the product is different.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother set of stories that I tell about. I wrote one chapter. One chapter's about a hooker that threw a brick at me because I fucking pushed her down. Because
where did she get the brick? That's what I want to know.
Ground. It was on the ground. I pushed her down. She got up and picked up the brick.
What, were you fucking her in a construction site?
No, I you know what? I was trying to negotiate. There was a four corners
around a pile of bricks.
Well, it was, dude. These were not like. If you see the pictures, you'll get it.
Where do you find a pile of bricks in Korea?
It wasn't a pile. It was a brick.
Where do you find a brick then?
It was on the road. The roads aren't like paved roads necessarily back then.
What are they, cobblestone?
Kinda.
Or whatever,
whatever
bricks,
it was.
flagstone, what do they call it?
But
yeah.
Whatever. But this girl, she fucking. We were negotiating a price to suck my dick, and I would not come off of 5,000 won, which at the time was about $3. And I was not coming off of it. She kept going, no, 15,000 won. I was like, no, 5,000 won. And she wouldn't come off it.
Wait, so she said $15. You're like, no, $3.
Yeah, $3. Yeah, that was my price. And she wasn't coming off. I wasn't coming off of it, and she wasn't going to negotiate. And she was holding an umbrella because it was like looking like it was going to rain.
Okay.
And she hit me with the umbrella. She like whacked me across the head with the umbrella. So I pushed her down. Boom. I pushed her down and she fell on the ground, and then she got up and grabbed the brick and threw the brick at me. That's a fun little story.
I want to read that chapter for sure.
There's so many of those stories, dude. There's another story that I've already finished writing, which is one of the all-time classics. Was me and my friend B. Smalls, Barry Smallwood, were. It was one of my first nights downtown, or really early. It wasn't my first, but it was early, and I was I was taking him downtown. And I went up, and again, I was always negotiating with the hookers because sometimes I just didn't want to spend the 3 hours dealing with the King Club to take a bitch home.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wanted to go downtown, get my dick sucked, and be done, and then go and have fun. And so I'm negotiating with this girl in the street, and she's like, whatever, 10,000 won or whatever it was, and I'm negotiating with her, and I said to her, I said. In Korean, I said, "You'll have fun. You'll like my dick." And she's like, she wanted to get wise with me, and she's like, "Let me see." So right there in the middle of the street, I pulled my dick out, and I put it in her fucking hand, and she started jerking my dick, right there in the fucking street, You know, and this is a busy street. This is not like some off street somewhere. I'm literally standing in the street getting my dick jerked. Well, I guess I was fucking more ready than I wanted to be. And like 2 minutes in, I fucking blasted. I just fucking lost it and came. And then she was like, "You owe me 10." I was like, "Fuck you. I didn't agree to anything."
Yeah.
I walked away. And fucking, here you go.
Wait a minute. How busy was this street, and how did you come in 2 minutes?
I mean, I was drunk.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just a drunk thing, man. It happens.
So out of nowhere, chicks jerking you off in the middle of a busy street. So you know you got an audience for this.
I didn't care. I never
Not
cared.
Not only do you get there, but you get off.
Yeah.
How?
Drunk? Horny? Didn't give a fuck? I never gave a fuck.
So what's going through your mind? Are you like, I'm getting jerked off in the middle and everybody's got to watch this shit?
Honestly, I was more thinking about the money. I was thinking about how am I going to
winning the bet?
Yeah, bringing it down to what I wanted to go get blown or to go fuck or whatever. And then it was just one of those. You've had that. Every guy has had it happen, whether they admit it or not. There's those times when all of a sudden you're like, you're thinking you're going to go 20 minutes and you go fucking 3.
Yeah.
You know, and that was one of those times. I was drunk, I was horny, and it just like, oh shit, I'm going to come. And she didn't stop jerking me off, and I didn't tell her, and I just, fuck it, because I didn't care. Who gives a shit?
There was no agreement in place.
No, I didn't give a shit. And I made a joke to her that it was fucking hand cream for her. I never cared, dude. I have always been that fucking animal. And I say it that way because it was true. You know, another one that I'm writing about in the book, and it's probably my least prideful moment in my life. Quite honestly, it's my most. If I have a regret of something that I did that was truly wrong, it's this. I put together a bachelor party for this guy. He was getting married to another girl that was in our unit.
Mm-hmm.
Have the bachelor party, get it at. I had an apartment off post. Had it at my apartment. Brought like 30 guys. Everybody chipped in $20. I went downtown and I found myself 2 whores that would bang all 30 guys. Bring them back to the place. Get the groom to bang the 2 hookers. I go second. I'm right behind him.
Sloppy second.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't going to be sloppy 30th. I was going to be sloppy number 2. I can be behind one dude. I can deal with that.
When you saw it happen.
I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck. But this story gets way worse. That's not the worst part of this.
All right, continue.
I thought his chick was hot. So I leave the party. I go back to the base.
Mm-hmm.
I get to the base. I find her. And I go to her and I go, I don't know how to tell you this, but I had to leave the party because so-and-so was fucking these 2 hookers. And her husband, her soon-to-be husband.
Oh, my God.
And she just like, what? And I was like, I just don't want to see you get hurt because I like you. This is playing your game, my friend.
Oh, the nice guy card.
I just don't want you to be hurt, but this was too much for me to see. She starts crying. I start doing the hugging. She's crying on the shoulder. I start rubbing her back into the tits. And then I banged her as well as the third one in a 2-hour window. Just fucking brutal. Not proud of that moment.
I would be.
I'm not proud of that one. But it did happen. Just such a fucking scumbag I used to be.
And this is not even wartime. This is the great thing. I was in Korea. Not like during the 1950s when there was shit going down. No, this is like 1980s.
Dude, these are American chicks I'm talking about here. Not the hookers, but the wife was an American chick.
Wait, so overseas the wives traveled too?
No, they were engaged. It was just a chick that was stationed there.
Oh, so okay,
they
2
hooked
people.
up in
All
the
right.
barracks or whatever, and they and built to where they were engaged. And I got him banging hookers, and then I went and fucked his chick.
So you gave him the stank.
Yeah, and probably her too because I went in right behind 2 hookers into her. That's not very nice.
Did you at least like wash yourself first?
You know, I'd love to tell you I did,
but you didn't.
But I don't know. I don't remember. I honestly, if I had to guess, I would say no.
So you were basically wearing at least one chick, maybe 2.
Well,
and then got it in number 3.
I will say with the hookers, I used a rubber.
All right.
So there was at least that. Although my balls probably smelled like their fucking Korean cooch, but
yeah, you remember the original plan for tonight's show?
What?
The shit that you talked about last week?
What?
You were going to get hookers on the air.
Oh, yeah, I was.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't
commit crimes on the air.
You and I did talk about, and I really considered getting a hooker and because it's something that Neely would never.
And you didn't tell me, you
with.
purposely didn't tell me what was going to be on tonight's show, and right. I was like, shit.
No, dude, dead honest truth, the only reason I didn't, cost.
Really? So hookers are too pricey around here?
Not necessarily too pricey, but I had to tell them. I made a couple calls. I did make a couple calls this week.
So you do know how to find hookers around here, apparently. Okay,
them, sure. But I had to tell them that I wanted to broadcast it, and then the price went up.
Why did you have to tell them?
Because if they came over and then they saw the microphones and weren't going to do it, I'm not going to fucking. I'm not going to waste the money. I'm not going to waste $200 to have them leave.
I think your whole audience wants to hear hookers talk.
They might have, but then
it's not a video show, so there's no.
No, but I just wanted to have some fun with that. But the price was in the $700 range.
Fuck,
for broadcasting, really? And I was like, nah, not willing for $700.
Even if they're not performing.
Well, I didn't leave that as an option.
Dude, cut the price, man. Be like, look, how much will it cost to come over? Not to fuck, just get on a microphone. Just to have a hooker on the air.
That wouldn't be bad. I didn't think of that. I was literally thinking about...
Because I'm not going to fuck a hooker.
I was literally thinking about, if there's no sex, then I'm not interested in this. But I did think about it. Oh, man.
And we divide on this topic because I would rather... Okay, let's say the going rate for a decent fuckable hooker.
Yeah.
$200. Let's say 200, okay?
That's probably about right.
I would much rather walk up to the bar with $200 and try my luck. Because I would rather have a 50-50 shot of nailing a chick who didn't plan to get fucked that night for $200 versus dropping a guaranteed $200 on a skank.
Yeah, see, we had this conversation. Me and you had this conversation last week. It's just difference of opinion, because for me, I don't need the risk. I'm not gaming. I'm not. To me, it isn't the conquest. To me, it's only the nut. It's not the game. It's not the. Oh man, I'm gonna make this happen. It didn't happen. I don't need the disappointment. I don't need the risk of the disappointment.
Well, it's not the disappointment. It's the fact that you order up a girl for the night.
Yeah.
She might be completely nasty.
Might be, but you hope not. I mean, and you don't have to bang her if she shows up at the door and she's not what was advertised.
But porn is free.
Yeah, but there's only so many times you could jerk your own dick.
Well, yeah, that's true, but... We're talking about breaking a dry spell. We're talking about slump buster, right?
Yeah, well, and that's the difference right now. You're in that dry spell, not me. I'm good right now.
Just in general, if you're going to get a hooker, it's a slump buster.
I would, of course, yeah. I mean, it's not. You don't get a hooker and say, "Guess what, guys? I got laid last night."
Mm-hmm.
You just want to get laid, so you bang out a hooker.
I'd rather 50-50 it.
All right.
Give me 50-50 with a chick who didn't plan on getting fucked that night versus 100%. From a chick who guaranteed she was going to get fucked that night because that is her job.
And the one that didn't plan will probably be the better lay.
Exactly.
She probably will be, but sometimes who cares?
It's back to the Tinder chick, man.
Yeah. The
Tinder chick thought she was actually looking for a boyfriend.
Right.
But instead, I got a blowjob within 30 minutes.
Right.
And then I fucked the hell out of her the next time I saw her.
Yeah. But that's a win. That's a victory there that's not common.
But that same person is the same type of person that's out at the bar
right.
to have fun.
Sure.
But having fun means I met a pretty guy and then gave up the puss.
But see, you're in shape. That's the difference between me and you. You're in shape.
But you have more money.
I do have more money, maybe. But
money will trump fitness every time.
But you have to...
Everybody's got a price.
Well,
and everybody's going to pay.
But the difference, though, is you have to sell that factor. And that's uncomfortable. For me, anyway, selling that I have a couple of dollars is fucking way uncomfortable.
Can we get you like an Uncle Moneypenny outfit or something? Like just cosplay?
Remember that guy with the...
Oh, free parking. Here you go. Here you go.
Remember the guy that used to have the book that he would sell with all these ways that you could make money? He used to wear the jacket with the money jacket. I'll walk in with that. Hey, ladies, here I am. They call me Christopher Moneybags.
The round rim glasses and all that shit. Yeah.
I forget what his name was, but that could be me. I'll just walk in with my money coat.
Dude, that'd be great. Long tails, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, short tails are for fucking chumps.
Dude, I'm going to have to show you. When we play some music, I'll bring my coat in from Korea. Have you seen my Korea coat?
No.
I had a tuxedo that it was white.
Oh, my God.
It was white. And
you're going to tweet this out, right?
Yeah, I'll tweet it out. But I literally had I used to wear it downtown. This is me, typical Chris. I used to wear a pair of sweats, a t-shirt, and this coat, this tuxedo coat down to the Ville to party. And I'll show it to you because all the wrists and everything now are just blood-soaked from me getting in fights and getting my wrists cut all apart from punching people and hitting mirrors and shit. You know, my fingers were all... I mean, you see my fingers. They're all fucking broken from fighting. You know, and it's all from fighting. This is not burn shit. This is all punching people in the jaw and breaking my hands, you know, back in the day. But then I had everybody sign this coat. So I have this memento, this... coat. It's filthy because it's been me rolling around fighting on the ground and punching, and it's covered with blood splatter and then all this crazy shit that people wrote.
Yeah.
But the same shit, what's funny about it is the same shit that people wrote then applies to me now about being the wildest fucker they've ever known, about, you know, don't fuck with this guy, you know, all this crazy stuff that is still pertinent today. You know, it's like, how did this even happen? I guess I was always the same. I think I'm a lot calmer than I used to be.
You are.
You know. Well, even back to when me and you first started hanging out, I think I'm a lot calmer than...
Well, remember, just the dude last night, he's like, I'm afraid of you. He didn't say that last night, but...
No.
That was Joe's take was, you know what? When I first met you, I was scared of you.
And the funny thing is, Joe's a big boy. Joe's not like...
That fucker had neck surgery because he power lifted too long.
Yeah.
Like he used to be like 600 pounds. I'll pick that up.
Yeah. Joe's probably, what is he, about 6'3", 250 or so?
He's a big, bad motherfucker. He's
a big, scary... I wouldn't want to fight him, but when he said that to me last night, I was like, really? You know, here I am thinking, well, I'm kind of mild-mannered. I guess not.
Well, you're too damn stubborn to like go down for any reason. Like we were talking about earlier. You don't pass out.
Right.
And it's not because you're a hard ass, like, it's just because in your nature, it's not you to give up.
No.
So you know what? If alcohol is telling you to just shut it all down, you're like fuck you. I'm going to keep doing it.
Yep, exactly. Just keep rolling. I know, it's crazy, but fun life, man. All right. More music, or what do you want to do?
I think more music.
All right.
It's time for some tunes.
Let's do. Oh, there's the guy.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's the guy. And not Jesus. Jesus is not the guy.
What is his name?
The Riddler. No, wait. I'm sorry.
I forget what his name was.
He was advertising like how to get tax breaks for shit.
Yeah, and he had like a whole book of how you can scam the government or some shit. There he is. That's the guy. Too funny.
Was that Bill Nye, the science? Oh, sorry.
No. All right, what are we playing here? Let's see. Let's find something that I want.
I'm still waiting to hear my Slayer.
All right, I'll play some Slayer in this break. We'll start with some Queensryche and we'll end with some Slayer. How's that?
Go soft to hard. I love it.
There we go. So here it is.
That's apropos.
Perfect. This is from Rage for Order. It is Queensryche. We're going to go quiet. This is The Whisper. Shh. right here
on the Classic Metal Show.